Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day. So we're going to do a reading to check in with full moon. Oh, did I grab a shitty lighter? The full moon and what we need to know. I was guided to actually bring some crystals in here and to light some Palo Santo as I was doing the reading. So I'm guessing maybe some cleansing energy for some of you guys. And also the crystals that I was guided to bring, and actually was guided to put my lab on. And Spirit had said about telling you guys crystals you can use during the full moon, specifically Larkovite, Labradorite, and Garnierite, which is green moonstone. They're all really like third eye chakra, like crown chakra. Garnierite is more heart chakra too, but they all have that mysticism energy within them, and they all have that kind of intuitive psychic ability enhancing energy and stuff. So we're going to just kind of see what Master Spirit has for us as far as the full moon goes. I did get a lot of throat chakra and heart chakra for this full moon. Definitely a lot of emotions as well. For some of you, what I was getting from Spirit is forgiveness and acceptance. So kind of writing down a letter to either yourself, your inner child, to somebody else. You could do any and all of those. As a way to kind of write down your feelings, release them, and you can either burn them, you can bury them, you can stick them in water, whatever, suits you, but more so it's kind of getting it out. I'm also hearing like emotional conversations, and we literally got to communicate clearly. So I just told you throat chakra. Emotional conversations with some people, really saying how you feel, really like learning how to express yourself, say how you feel. There's definitely what I'm being shown is like us kind of going back and forth, like back to the old, back to the new, back to the old, back to the new. So if you're feeling a little imbalanced right now, there is balance actually coming. There's either something clearing from the past or something that you're seeing clearly, or something with that to bring awareness to you. So if you're definitely feeling a little emotional roller coaster, like join the club. I've been feeling it too. A lot of us are feeling it as well. Look for a sign. A lot of us are feeling it as well too. So there's definitely a lot of clearing energy. There's a lot of emotions. So just try to like ground yourself and connect back to yourself as much as possible. Okay, so from the angel deck, we got communicate clearly, be assertive, opportunity. This kind of just already sounds like those conversations I was telling you. I'm seeing like emotional conversations, some crying, asking for emotional support. I'm also seeing some people feeling very alone and feeling very like left out in the cold, very abandoned. So if you are feeling that way, try to reach out for support, try to ask for some help if you need. With the Be Assertive card, this is really what I'm getting from Spirit is boundaries and standing your ground, like being who you are and saying how you really feel, and not like worrying about what other people are going to say, if they're going to get mad at you and things like that. Like really actually doing that. It's almost like some of you guys maybe try to soften the way you say things, or you kind of hold back because you're worried somebody's going to be mad at you, somebody's going to get triggered or something like that. But it's really important for you to actually say what you need to say. So if some of you guys can't literally do it, that's why they were recommending the letter. But this is going to be a really big, like huge releasing. They're showing me like the waves, and it's Pisces too, but they're showing me the waves and like really big waves of like emotions being released. So definitely take time for yourself if you need it. Like definitely take time. We got opportunity with this as well. It definitely feels like after this big release of emotions, something's going to open up for you guys. It feels like some of you, it is like a shift in perspective, like something in your perspective is going to change. That's going to bring you some type of opportunity. Some of you, it's going to be like a passion, a new creative thing. Some of you is going to, it's going to be different for everybody. So I'm not going to like list all the things, but all right, let's say. Pulling from the crystal deck, we got agate, which is stability. So these three came out together. We got Harlequin quartz, which is inspiration, tangerine quartz, which is innovation, and Veracruz amethyst, which is technically a quartz, contentment. So really interesting. Inspiration, innovation, contentment. So it definitely feels like some of you guys are maybe going to have something that's going to inspire you, that's going to make you feel like fulfilled, it's going to make you feel satisfied in your life. And then we got malachite, kyanite, and spirit quartz. So malachite, transformation; kyanite, self-expression; spirit quartz, patience. Definitely feels like the self-expression thing. So that we got communication. So definitely, I told you throat chakra in the beginning. So definitely there's going to be a lot with throat chakra, heart. So it does feel like if you guys are expressing yourself, to be patient with yourself and other people, and understand that everybody is going through their own emotional situations at this time. So try to be patient with both of you guys. Wow, that one just flew out, the light card. We have abundance on the bottom, so very similar to the opportunity card. I actually just saw this card earlier today on Instagram. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everybody. And I love how we have moon right under it, moon energy. So we got the full moon coming up. Yeah, for some of you guys, like the moon is going to help you with unblocking opportunities for abundance. It's going to help you with bringing in the desires that you actually want. Some of you guys are being triggered, and they're showing me like triggers and like some strong ass towers to really help you see where you're blocking yourself from actually receiving what you want. So you've been kind of taking baby steps towards something, and it seems like there's still some walls or blockages up in order for something to come into. Spirit's trying to help you unblock those right now. So we got motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, then they say get busy and do it. I actually saw a similar message earlier too. If there's something that I feel like Spirit, and this came up, I did a reading last night just for the general energies. It should be posting to YouTube hopefully soon, but general energies, there's a lot of stuff that's going to come up, and that was way more in detail, but the hell was I just talking about? You might be having inspiring ideas and stuff coming up for you, so like little bits and pieces of information. If you're kind of seeing patterns or you're getting excited about something, go for it and do it, okay? You got light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you light can penetrate the darkness. And I am seeing a lot of darkness and a lot of emotions, a lot of people crying, a lot of shadows coming to light as well right now. And we have life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings a lot of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Okay, so I'm sure you guys are getting like the message. Like they're pretty similar about like your shadows coming out, things that need to be healed, blockages, stuff like that. So we're gonna put that. It came out upside down, but we're gonna take it like that. Yeah, this definitely feels like really current energies right now. We got 1, 3, 2, 1. All right, damn, they're all pretty strong ass messages right now. We got foundations and achievement on the bottom with rest and rejuvenate. So definitely, I told you guys, make sure you're taking time to rest, stand your ground. There you go. In 44, I love it. Definitely make sure you're taking time to rest. A lot of you guys, if your family, home life, and stuff's going to change, you're probably seeing 66 a lot. They're also saying 88, which is abundance, the number of abundance. But abundance doesn't just mean money. Like we always think abundance means money. It doesn't just mean money. All right, so we have, oh, that's so interesting. On the 2 outsides, we have 1s, and on the 2 outsides, we have 6. So we have awareness, recognition, and reward, mental conflict, triumph, and success, moving on, suffering and silence, trapped in fear, victory, and success. So yeah, there's definitely stuff coming up. Any areas where you've been kind of blocking yourself, kind of been talking about that. Any areas where you're feeling like imbalance, where you're kind of going back and forth. There's a lot of like, they're showing me the schizophrenia card, one of the other decks I have, which is kind of like heart versus head. A lot of this also is societal conditioning, where you're releasing conditioning from childhood, conditioning from society. I kind of talked about this in the video yesterday, actually, where you're starting to see these areas where you're blocking yourself rather than standing in your truth and what you want. And Spirit wants you to stand in your power. They want you to stand in your truth. They want you to align with what feels right to you, even if it seems like there's something else going on. But a lot of people are in fear energy because the way everything seems right now, it feels like that manifestation or that thing you desire is not happening or coming. So you're wanting to kind of run scared. But Spirit is saying like, they are proud of the work you've done. Like you need to recognize the work you've done and look at all the progress you've made. Look at the tools and the things that you've been using and changing and learning and growing. And even if you are feeling like maybe you're going to the past a little bit, still look at how you're pulling yourself out of it different. Still look how your mindset's different and how you're trying to change stuff. So on the outsides, we have awareness and triumphant success. There's definitely a lot of crown chakra and third eye chakra still going on. My third eye has actually been going crazy the whole freaking day, basically. There is still a lot of that going on. Definitely use the crystals though, if you have them, during the full moon, if you want answers. And they're saying meditate with them. And a lot of you guys are going to get clarity on certain things, but you are coming out of this cycle. Like for people who are stuck in this really big cycle, especially like the overthinking and mental stuff, a lot of you guys are coming out of this. Like you're pulling yourself out. It might take a little bit longer, but you're working toward pulling yourself out. It's not going to last forever. It's not going to stay like this forever. So try to sit with it and deal with it as much as you can and pull yourself out as much as you can too. So we have moving on, suffering and silence, trapped in fear of victory and success. I'm hearing divine masculine, divine feminine with this. It feels like the divine feminine's kind of like, she's like, I've been strong for so long. She feels kind of like left out on her own, but she's trying to find her power again. It almost feels like maybe she lost her power, lost like her independence or something like that. And she's trying to find herself again. What I'm getting for the masculine is they're still in that inner child fear energy. They're still kind of running away. They're stepping forward, but I'm seeing the inner child very strongly for the masculine. They're trying to run away in some way. And it might be energetically. It might not be in the physical, or it could be both. But it definitely feels like they're trying to run away from feelings or situations, vulnerability, stuff like that. And the feminine more so feels like she's working through inner child abandonment wounds, some even avoidance wounds as well, but like more so trying to find herself. So we have moving on and victory and success. I love how we have triumphant success and victory and success right on top of each other. We have awareness and moving on right on top of each other. So there's definitely something with you guys like actually moving past these emotions and situations. It feels like this energy is going to kind of spread into October, and it's going to be something that you're going to be successful at. It feels like some of you guys are still in a cycle right now that you haven't like completely closed out right now, which is why some of you maybe are feeling stuck and you haven't fully moved on, because it's not the time for you to move on. There's still other stuff you're learning, and there's still other stuff that's coming up for your awareness. So we have legends, learn from those who inspire you on the bottom. I'm definitely getting creativity. So like maybe some of you looking up some ideas or something for that maybe inspires you. Actually, we got inspire a few times actually as a message. So we got children, know that your children are protected. Gratitude, be grateful for all that you have. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy and face your fears. Release the power of fear. All right. So, and if you notice, we got the moon in that one too. So the children, some of you, it feels like it is a situation having to do with like custody or something like that. And to know that it is going to all work out, even though it doesn't feel that way. Feels like a lot of people are stuck in this cycle and this illusion bubble right now that you're intentionally put in to help you actually face all your fears and find your inner strength and to change the way you handle things and to release the past. But it's not going to stay this way. Like there's almost like there's this, what Spirit showed me is like almost like this, like a bubble like these, like a timeline blockage, almost like a bubble. And they just popped me in the ear when I said that. Like, not in a bad way, to confirm. Almost like this bubble that a lot of people are in right now, where you're purposely put in this to not see what's actually happening behind the scenes, or to not see whatever. It's to help you grow, release fears, and learn stuff in like a different way. And then it's like the bubble's gonna pop. You're gonna be back down, like feeling grounded, back to yourself. Your intuition's gonna feel a lot stronger, like you're gonna come back into your own energy and stuff like that. So it feels like some people are stuck in that. Inner child keeps coming out a lot. Like a lot of you guys keep going into inner child mode. Catch yourself. If you are, that's okay. And we got children in this picture right here too. There's nothing wrong with that if you're going into inner child mode. Just when you are in inner child mode, catch yourself and give yourself love, give yourself patience, give yourself what you needed as a kid. For me, I always wanted like love and hugs. I did that. I was crying like a motherfucker last night. I was just like this. So give yourself some love, give yourself hug, whatever you need. The don't worry, be happy and gratitude card, it definitely feels like some of you guys are maybe struggling to see the positives in your situations right now because you're faced with so much energy, you're faced with so many fears, there's so many things going on. Try to take like even a few minutes to just say like a few things you're grateful for. You know, like it could be your house, it could be family, it could be, you know, if you have kids, it could be your friendships and your supports. It could be, yeah, so many different things. We got confidence on the bottom, stress, awareness, earth angel, the warrior, fears, balance. All right, guys, we keep getting the damn fears card like in every deck. There's definitely a lot of you guys, this is kind of the energy they were showing me earlier where I said the water and the emotions. There's definitely a lot of that. Spirit is actually trying to help you release yourself from things that no longer serve you and helping you bring awareness to your shadows. Literally, this is seeing through illusions, bringing awareness to your shadows, full moon. and actually open yourself up to this light energy that you have within you and realize the divine being you are. Some of you guys are having to go in this blind, like I said before. Some of you guys, there's illusions in front of your face, you're not seeing it, so you're having to fight for what you want. There is balance coming. You got the balance and you got the balance. So I told you there's definitely balance coming, but big message for the full moon, face your fears. So wishing you guys so much love and light, and I hope you have an awesome day.